Analysts are warning that the price of gasoline here in the United States is about to skyrocket. It's a weird thing to warn of, right? I mean, gasoline prices have already skyrocketed, going up by, in some areas, a couple dollars per gallon higher. But here's what happened this week. On Monday, the final shipment of oil from the Strait of Hormuz from before Trump attacked Iran, on Monday, it just reached the United States, the very last shipment. So think about that for a second. Up to this point, all the gas you've been buying, all the oil that is being refined in the United States, none of that was blockaded. None of that had to find an alternative route. That was just the regularly coming in stuff still from Hormuz. It just takes weeks to ship. That's how long it takes these things to get across the ocean. And yet prices still went up. Now we're out. Now it's gone. So that blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which is still in place, now, analysts tell us, now, we're about to get screwed. In fact, they're predicting that we could see gasoline on a national average over $7 per gallon. Highest we have ever seen. Again, as a national average, not just localized in certain areas. Highest we've ever seen in the United States of America. And they're not saying this could happen. Most of them are saying it's about to happen. And those price increases will hit that roughly in June. So we're a month away. And of course, it already cost us Spirit Airlines. But here's what Michael Ross, professor of political science at the University of California, says. The war in Iran and the closing of the Strait of Hormuz has actually been buffered by the fact that all of these tankers were at sea at the time of the Strait of Hormuz closed. So all of that supply has still been making its way to consumers. This is the last shipment of that supply that was keeping prices relatively stable. So that should worry us. Patrick DeHaan, an analyst for the data platform GasBuddy, said, it would probably lead to gasoline that rises from $6.50 to $7 a gallon. It could lead to diesel that is approaching $8.50 or $9 a gallon and could be restrictive for airlines. That would put us at 64 weeks. Even if the Strait of Hormuz, DeHaan says, if it opened up right this very second and stayed open for good, it would put us at 64 weeks, which would put us, I believe, into June or July of 2027. There's not really any magic to bite the bullet here. This is going to be painful, says an oil analyst. So even if we opened it today and it stayed open, that oil that would make it through the Strait of Hormuz today would not be available as gasoline at a gas pump for you till June of next year. This is about to be the worst in terms of pricing we have ever seen as a country. Not this could be, it will be. It will be. The people who do this for a living are telling us this is what is happening right now. We can't stop it. We've blown through our supply. The last boat arrived on Monday. We are effed. Think of it this way, and I've explained it this way many a time. During COVID, we didn't see the massive inflation immediately. Right? We didn't see the massive inflation happen the day the factories closed down. We were able to limp along for weeks, in some cases, depending on the product, for months, because we had stockpiles. It was when those stockpiles declined and demand exceeded supply, basic Econ 101, that's when rapid inflation hit. We're about to see the same thing with the gas prices. And of course, every single other thing will also go up in price because it suddenly becomes more expensive to get it from the farm to your table, from the factory to your store, from one side of the country to another. Everything you buy, gasoline or oil, is involved in some part of that process. Whether it's in the packaging, the manufacturing, or just getting it to the store for you. Gasoline, oil is involved everything you purchase. So, buckle up. We're already in a period of rapid inflation higher than what the Fed is trying to get it to. We're about to end up with a new Federal Reserve chairman, who is, of course, going to follow Donald Trump's bidding and lower interest rates against the will of the rest of the banking industry, which is going to cause even more hyperinflation with not even involved in gas prices. We're going to be hit with the biggest triple economic whammy that the United States of America has ever seen. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, you can catch Fair and Balanced live every weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And if you're not already, please do subscribe, and don't forget to like, comment, and share the content.